This is a really, really important result. It's kind of why we call these rigid motions, because there's no change in the size or the angle. So what is the length of the rotated segment AB? The length is 4 units. What is the degree of the rotation? The angle measure is 45 degrees. What do they really want you to know? So they've given you specific examples. They want you to understand that lengths and angle measures do not change with rotation. So they want you to understand that these are fixed and they're not going to change just because I rotated an object. The last example I have to build your sort of intuition surrounding rotation is this. It says, let line 1 and line 2 be parallel lines. Let the rotation be d degrees, where d is between negative 360 and 360. So basically it's telling us that it doesn't matter which way we rotate. And then the question is the image still going to be parallel? And so you start out with the lines. They go on O. Put my pen point on O so I get a nice rotation. And I rotate it. So that was a positive rotation of d degrees, and I look at these lines, and I could even take out a ruler, and I could measure. These are approximately 3/4 of an inch apart, 3/4 of an inch apart, 3/4 of an inch apart. The original was approximately 3/4 of an inch apart. So I've maintained the distance between the lines. They haven't changed whether they are parallel or not. If I rotate in a negative rotation, same thing happens. So in other words, if I have parallel lines and I rotate them, they're going to maintain being parallel. Last example says let L be a line and O be the center of rotation. Rotate by a degree where d does not equal 180 degrees. Are lines L and L prime parallel? Well, if I do this and I get this set up, this system set up, I put my pen down, it looks to me like if I'm rotating this, there's a 90-degree rotation. They're parallel right around here. But I rotated this 180 degrees, which is against the criteria that I had. So I got to go just off of that, and now all of a sudden you can kind of see how they'll eventually intersect. So they will not be parallel. So are lines L and L prime parallel? No. If we are to have